Hello and welcome back to Seasons of the Wolf Bad Blood. Glad we could be a replacement for Bear this time. In any case, if there's anything else we can do for you... No, I don't think there is. However, there is something I can do for you, I think. Oh? The situation with the bees in Bear's territory. Boar will want to know that. He wants to take it over, and this is important information for him. So, if you go to him and tell him that I asked you to deliver that message to him, I'm quite confident he won't kill you on the spot. Quite confident? Oh, Boar has a bit of a temper, I'm afraid, but at heart he is a good fellow, very reliable, and we are close friends. I believe he will honour that friendship. I doubt you spirits have the same concept of friendship as we do. It's not the same concept, but it is close enough. We feel... I think you would call it companionship? The feeling of being able to relate to one another. Then let's hope Boar is as friendly towards us as you were, Stag. Thank you for everything. Why are we thanking him? Thank you to you too, Spirit Elf. It was surprisingly pleasant to make your acquaintance. That's more like it. Where do we find Boar? Walk past this pond and straight on from there. Boar's territory isn't far beyond that. Then goodbye, Stag, and sorry for killing a few of your kin in the past few years. Farewell. Back to Shay. Good morning, Father. Hello, Shay. Up early as usual? Yes, Father. Out with Valus and your friends again today? Yeah, Knolls are still out there. Can't stop now. I thought not. Something bothering you, Father? No, not at all. Good. Oh, by the way, we really do appreciate your help. Help. It's not that I could do much. You still do a lot. You're wanting out the traps a few days ago? Shay? Yes? You know, all of this, if I could make it go away... Make what go away? The Knolls? No, all of this. All that happened since last winter. You and Althea getting captured, all that happened afterwards. Oh. If I could make it that none of that happened, I'd do it in an instant. It's stupid, but I wanted you to know. I'll go now. Father... Yes? I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it all happened as it happened. I have no regrets. Shay, and maybe this isn't what you want to hear, but that's what I feel. Shay, you're up. Good. Oh, were you already awake? Quick patrol. Just wanted to see whether everything's alright. And? Everything is alright, so far. Good. Let's grab a quick breakfast and then off it is. Yeah, off it is. Something on your mind? You look pensive. Just had a little conversation. Oh, I hope I wasn't interrupting anything. No, you weren't. Okay then. We're okay for food. We're okay on this front. And we are really close to having the thing built, in all honesty. So I think we can go back to the alarm spell. The Knolls attack the hunters and the party runs to protect them. Prepare to fight. Okay then. Riley on that corner, Valus there, Krim anchoring the centre, and Shay behind her. A single thief and a warrior? Oh, we can take these guys easy. Just watch, we're going to get badly killed here or something, aren't we?
Haven't you had enough yet?
Burn him. Confuse him. Kick him. Finish him.
What you wanted when you attacked me?
Okay, get some double axes on that guy. Then burn him.
I must have underestimated my own power.
Then hit him with wide slash. Confuse him. And cripple him. It's a pity they've got to be staggered for cripple to work, but... and the woodcutters were able to collect 6 wood. The quarrymen were able to collect 6 stone. We have enough for the palisades. And that's that. Last crew back in town. Let's go home. Yeah, let's... Something wrong, Valus? Any of you noticed something strange today? You mean aside from the fact that the gnolls were even more cowardly than they usually are? I think that's something strange I can actually approve of. No, not that. It was... well, it was quieter than usual, don't you think? What do you mean? There was enough noise in the forest with all the crews and that. I don't know myself. It's as though something was missing that should have been there, but I can't place my finger on it. Well, what should have been there? The wind in the leaves? The shouts of the workers? Crim's growling when she sees something that could be a gnoll? The birds! The birds? You should have been able to hear the birds, shouldn't you? There were always a lot of bird noises over the day, but I'm not hearing any right now. You're right, Shay. That's exactly it. I'm not hearing any birds. What does this mean? That someone's scaring them away. What are you doing here, Moran? If someone from Nimon sees you... Oh, don't worry, I'd be careful. That's the reason why I couldn't catch up with you earlier. What do you mean, someone's scaring the birds away? Not just the birds, wild animals in general. The gnolls were out in the forest today. This was their work. What? But we didn't see any of those bastards? They were travelling through the treetops. That's why you're not hearing birds. They fled first. What are they trying to accomplish by hiding in treetops? Trying to get the drop on us? That's a terrible strategy. Your weapons and clothing are bound to get tangled up between the branches. They're not trying to ambush anybody. I think scaring away all the animals is what they're trying to accomplish. Of course, they're trying to starve Nimon out. Starve? They scare away prey, and there's not much left for the hunters to hunt down. Quite possibly too little for Nimon to have to live on to eat. Those cowardly thugs! That's a huge problem. They're going to need to eat. And we're going to have to deal with that problem. We're going to have to look for the gnolls in the treetops and get rid of them. You're right. We're going to have to. Forgive me if I'm wrong here, but if we're devoting our attention to the treetops, who's looking after the crews in the forest? Riley's right, you know. It'll be difficult to focus our eyes on them and keep the townspeople safe at the same time. Your alarm spells could help us, Riley. Using them would be a little counterproductive. Huh? Well, my alarm spells tell us where the gnolls are at the very moment the alarm goes off, but they are, above all, loud. So? They'll do a very decent job of scaring away the forest animals on their own. Ah, damn, I didn't think of that. I think the question boils down to whether Nimon has enough food resources to cope with a shortage now or not. If they do, well, then we can just ignore the gnolls in the trees. And if they don't, then we'll better do something against them as soon as we can. Let's ask Dolores about Nimon's food reserves tomorrow, and then decide what to do. One-time event, hunt gnolls. To be fair, our food situation isn't half bad. Oh, I'm assuming that right, so I'm assuming it needs 60 wood and 60 stone, not a grand total of 60 wood plus stone. Okay, fair enough. Okay, the food situation isn't awful, in all honesty. But I'm still going to hunt those gnolls. Let's proceed to the next day. After almost a full day of searching. There are the gnolls scaring the animals. Let's stop them. Okay, so, ooh, an old champion, that could be interesting. Alright, let's confirm the formation and let's get to the fight. Opening with a magical burn. Effective. Bit of a dick move, but pretty effective. It's also my opening move, damn you. Nobody steals my style and lives. Crim. Kick him. Bayless. Twin axes. Okay, this is going to be a painful couple of... Actually, that was nowhere near as bad as I was anticipating. Shay. Burn him.
That looked painful.
Bayless. That guy's dying as soon as Crim attacks all of them, so... Oh, dang it. I was hoping he wasn't going to do that. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Riley. Take him out.
Don't look so surprised.
Okay, that's the shaman dealt with. Get some double axes into this one. Healing tree on Krem. I'm I'm very glad I picked up that Tree of Life spell early, because it's just been shockingly useful throughout this game. Okay, he's badly weakened and slowed. He is gone. Riley, take him out. Slow him. Burn him.
Don't want to do this to you.
Valus, hit him. Okay, he's hiding, which will reduce the amount of damage he takes. It's not going to save him though. So close to being lethal. Valus, finish him. His finishing blow always feels like overkill because it does a lot of damage, but it's only viable when they're weak. Actually, I think I better throw up a healing spell. Grim, kick him to the back so that brings the Null Thief forward. And Riley can kill him, because I'm pretty sure hide in the shadows only works when they're when they are on the back row, doesn't it? I could be completely
Haven't you had enough yet?
just forgetting things, but and kill him. Nicely done, everyone. Excellent work. Alright, I think we got them all. Good. Nimon won't risk starving anymore. The hunters were able to collect 6 food. The woodcutters were able to collect 6 wood. And the town was able to collect 6 stone. Excellent. Okay, so let's continue to use Riley's alarm spell. Actually, our food situation's fine, so I'm just going to guard the woodcutters in secret. Proceed to the next day. Hunters were fine. Woodcutters were fine. Quarrymen were fine. So we are doing pretty well. I'm going to repeat that. Hunters were fine. Gnolls attacked the woodcutters, but the party was waiting for them. So yep, we've just got a few goons, nothing serious.
Oops. I must have underestimated my own power.
Riley, hit him with confusion. How much damage does he take? 8 HP per turn for 2 turns. He's going to have 1 HP left. Bloody typical. Valus? No, you can only do it to this row, can you? Okay. He didn't strictly need that potion, he would have survived, but... Valus, break him and slow him. Shay, burn that guy. Riley, confuse him. Valus, take his head off. Now we've only got 1 left. Because these guys are resistant to water spells. Excellent. Back to Althea. So, defense of the town is coming along nicely. I am glad everything worked out with Stag. It sure did. He was very friendly, for lack of a better word. Maybe a little over-sophisticated. I suppose he would have been hostile towards you, though, wouldn't he? Oh yes, he would. He'd probably have killed me, had he found me in his territory. Or at the very least, he'd have driven me away. So you spirits are essentially mirror images of the animals we know from our world. It's the other way around. The animals you know are as much the offspring as the great spirits as I am one. Oh, but why aren't they more like you? Why can't they all speak? The first animals could. In those days, the spirit world and your world was still one, you know, and the great spirits lived in both worlds at the same time. But when your people, the early elves, discovered the power the spirit world held and shaped it into magic, great spirits decided to withdraw. They took everything with them they had given the world, including the spirit souls of their offspring, and left only the bodies that shared their shape, but no longer their minds. Cruel. Bringing children into the world, and then taking away their souls, their intelligence. They were still fit to survive. They're still here, even after millennia. So it doesn't really matter whether they have souls or not? Oh yeah, your great spirits really care about their children. What I have been trying to say is... Shish! Can't you hear that? What? That rumbling? Yeah, sounds like distant thunder, doesn't it? But I don't think there's one cloud in the sky. That's not thunder. No? Take care. This is... I will smash you! Duck! That's not a duck, that's a... Ah! Oh! Ah! Ouch! Ah! I knew I smelled wolf. Boar, you and your cubs are in my territory. Mighty Boar, please calm your anger. We mean no... You shut up! What's he doing? Well, at least he hasn't eaten Jariel yet. You don't smell like wolf. What are you? I'm Jariel, an elf of Grantry. A dweller of the flesh world? Here? Aside from Akarim, we are not from the spirit world. Liar! I can smell wolf's blood within you. But she wasn't born in this world, Mighty Boar. Only Akarim here was. But you are with him! Yes. A trick! So that I will not kill them. It has failed! I will kill you all! No, stop! We have a message from Stag. What? Stag asked us to give you a message. You lie! Stag would never have sent him! I wasn't sent. I just travel with these here. Stag would not have sent anyone with wolf's blood. Bear is dead because of us. What? That is why Stag entrusted us with the message to you. He was grateful for Bear's death. And as for you, hasn't the death of Bear brought you many opportunities as well? Are you telling me I should be happy about his death? No, of course not. But maybe you should be mindful of it. One great spirit is already dead. Who says another cannot follow? Are you threatening me? Sheesh, my ears ring. Don't you have an inside voice, Vor? You insolent little thing, I will crush you! Then get on with it. Rowenta, don't make him mad. Why? When he crushes me, at least I won't have to listen to his roaring anymore. Do you think I could not do that? You can't even lower your voice. What kind of an all-powerful spirit lord are you if you can't even do that? Rowenda, please. No, Althea, wait, watch. A fine lord of the forest you are. After Stag, I thought you were all nice, noble people, and then you had to come, and now I'm going to die disappointed about you all. Oh, come on now, finish me. Only proves that I'm right about you. She's telling him off. Wait for it, wait for it. There is nothing I cannot do, you insolent little thing. Ah, so you do have an inside voice. The message. The message from Stag. Give it to me and then be gone. What message from Stag? So you were lying when... No, we're not, Mighty Boar. We do have a message from Stag for you. Then why did she... She's a little confused at times. What? I am not. In any case, Stag asked us to warn you about the bees in Bear's territory. The bees? As soon as you have control of Bear's territory, you should do something against the bees there. With Bear gone, they are multiplying more than is good for the forest, and they're starting to migrate. Stag found one of their hives in his territory. They even started attacking deer. Looks like I'm going to have to knock down a few trees soon. So you are not going to kill them, Boar? No. Not unless they attack me. Good. I will kill you, though, if you continue to look at me with that smug face. Would you prefer it if I left? Yes, very much so. Althea, do you need me around? Or do you feel safe in Boar's presence? Well, I don't think he's going to harm us now. Alright, I will go, but I'll stick around. Call me when you need me. Thanks, Akarim. Interesting. I didn't think I'd ever see a wolf abandon his packmates. Boar, may I ask you a question? What is it, wolf-blooded one? Owl told us that, aside from Stag, all the other lords of the forest were not happy about Bear's death. Owl is right. Stag hated Bear because he preyed on his deer, but didn't Bear prey on your offspring as well? He did. And I didn't like that either. But it was better than it is now. Why? What's happening now? Since Bear is no more, dwellers from the flesh world like your friend here keep coming into the forest all the time. What? Other elves come here? Through the hedge that separates our world from the flesh world, yes. There are a few openings. Bear used to watch over them, tore apart whoever came through. And these other elves, what are they doing? Stealing our fruit, our nuts, our mushrooms. That sounds hard to believe. Are you calling me a liar? No, of course not. It doesn't sound like what my people would do. And is that a problem? Hmm? If they take a few nuts away from your forest, is that a problem? It is not a few nuts. They take a lot. And they see my offspring, they hurt them, drive them away. That really doesn't sound like something else would do. I managed to notice them once, and was able to scare them off. But they have become more careful since then, and now that I have to protect my territory against wolf too, it has become even more difficult. Boar, I think this is a problem we could help with. My love, is that a problem we want to help him with? Why wouldn't we, Shalasa? Protecting the spirit world sounds like the right thing to do. Interfering in the matters of the spirit world sounds like a very bad idea to me. We don't know if we can trust these creatures. At least they trust us not enough to eat us, don't they? If you did this for me, if you stopped those flesh world dwellers from coming here, then I would do something for you, wolf-blooded one. I would give up my claim for Bear's territory. Really? I promise. But will Stag agree to that? Al said Stag was afraid of Wolf getting too close to his territory. I will speak to Stag. I can protect him and his deer. If Wolf gets too greedy, both Stag's offspring and mine will stand together. But first, prove to me that you can help me. Stop these others, these elves, from coming here. We will. And can you show us a way to our world through the hedge? I can. Come with me. Shortly afterwards. Psst, Rowenda? When you told Boar off afterwards. Pretty good for an old lady, wasn't it? How could you know it would work? Boar was threatening to kill us all. Oh, it was bluster. There was no substance behind it. And you could see that. I have experience with that. You have experience with animal spirits? What? No! But I have experience with Moreau. He used to shout just like that. Wait, you told someone as powerful as Boar off because it worked with... We are here. So, this the right portal, is it? Fascinating. Just like the tree we came through. There's no indication of any sort of gateway. So we can go through right here. You can. That makes me wonder. Well, if you know where the others are coming from, why don't you just go through the hedge yourself? Make sure they don't mess with your world any longer. I cannot safely walk in the flesh world. All I am exists in this world only. That's strange. Bear was able to come to our world. But only to a few places. The forest where he died was one. What's so special about our forest? When we split our world from the flesh world, there were a few spots we couldn't get apart without damaging either. The spots where both were connected the strongest. Your forest grew around one of these spots, and a small part of it is still as pure as this world. This is where Bear could safely walk. We consider these places sacred reminders of a better time. And the part of our world through the hedge here, it's not the same. Far from it. Your people have already corrupted it with their impure flesh long ago. Maybe I should have stopped it when it was still possible. And now you can no longer, I see. Though I have tried sending the strongest of my offspring through. And? None have returned. You could have mentioned that little detail earlier. Would it have changed your offer? No, but the fact you didn't mention changes it. Means we cannot trust you. I told you just now. After we asked. So you are not going. We are going. Yes, yes, Boar. It's just a Jariel saying we are going. Good. Then I will wait for you. Come, everybody. Let's stay together. Huh? This isn't quite what I expected. Quiet, everyone. Let's not get heard. Where are we? I have no idea. This is definitely not Grantry. It looks like we're inside a building. And judging from these stones around us, a rather large building too. This is a place of evil. I've been in enough of them to know how they feel. At least I know what this here is. This is an alchemist's workplace. So, someone's making potions down here. Yep, and when I put that together with what Boar said, I think I know what I'm making potions from. The fruits and nuts of the spirit world. Some of the most powerful magic ingredients you can get. Plants from a different dimensional plane. Well, then we know what these people are doing. The question is, what do we do now? We must put a stop to it. Of course we do, but how? Blow the whole place up. Look at all these reagents. There's easily enough to make a really, really big piece of explosives that'll take these walls down. That sounds a little dangerous to our health. Well, we'll be back in the spirit world before that happens, dummy. Build it this side, light the fuse, go back through the hedge, kaboom on this side. And what if the blast hurts someone on the other side? Someone in the spirit world? Ah, I won't. Explosions don't travel across dimensional planes. Everyone knows that. I'm not exactly an expert, but I'd say it's a bit of a gamble. Isn't there another way? Kill the alchemist? No alchemist, no alchemy. No need for ingredients from the spirit world, right? Isn't there a way without resorting to violence? Like what? Talking to the alchemist responsible? Telling him to stop? That could work too. Alchemists are usually reasonable people like me. Maybe whoever's doing this doesn't realise the damage he's causing. We should at least try talking to him first. But if you could do that, I don't get to make any explosives. Or do you think we could talk the alchemist into allowing me to blow up this place anyway? I'm pretty sure that's not an option. I think the best way to proceed is... I've always preferred diplomacy to violence. You know, don't get me wrong, violence when necessary, but diplomacy first. That is dangerous and reckless, and you know it. And I don't want to spill blood if I can avoid it, Shalasa. But this is unavoidable, my love. Don't you see how much effort someone made here? Someone built a house around this portal so he could use it. What could possibly convince someone like that to give up? I want to know that we at least have tried, my love. Alright, as you wish. I'm with you. So how do we do this talk? Well, I don't see anyone down here. I mean, what if no one's home? Yeah, exactly that. Then we wait for him to come home. Right. Upstairs then? No, I don't think that'd be a good idea. Don't want to intrude into someone's house. You know we already are intruding in someone's house, don't you? Well, yes, but we didn't know it was a house before we entered it, and now we do. I don't think it would be right to just walk through it without permission. Ah, too bad. I was really curious as to whether these were tapestries on the walls. I always wanted tapestries on the walls. Besides, I think I hear something upstairs. Ah? You're right, there's footsteps. Someone's home. Okay, anybody got an idea of how to... Yoo-hoo! Mr. Alchemist! You have visitors in your laboratory! Well, that's one way. Be ready to attack. If whoever's coming down is hostile, we must be prepared. Visitors again. And this time it's not even pigs. A dark elf. Terribly sorry for calling you Mr. Alchemist. I should have said Miss Alchemist, shouldn't I? Careful with your words now, intruders. What you say will determine whether your death will be a fast one or a slow one. I'm going to try and pique her curiosity. Maybe you can kill us, but aren't you curious to why we're here? Oh, very well. Let's play this game. Why have you come here? We needed to find out what was on the other side of this portal. We found you. So, you're denizens of the spirit world. Intriguing. I thought there were only animals on the other side. There is much more than that on the other side. Things one should know before disturbing them. At least you know how to tickle my interest. What do you want from me? We'd like to tell you exactly what you are doing by going through the portal, taking plants from the spirit world with you. And why would I listen to you? You're nothing to me. Your words mean nothing to me. Okay, looking at my timer, that's probably a reasonable enough point to end this video. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next part.